Hey, it's Ryan from Upfit Supply, and in this video, we're going to be unboxing the DuraTherm door liners for our RAM ProMaster high roof. Let's get into it. All right, like I mentioned, this is the door liners for the RAM ProMaster. It's the high roof variation of this. This is the 159-inch wheelbase that we're going to be using these on. The important thing about ordering liners is make sure that you select the right vehicle specs. Your wheelbase, your roof height, all of that is extremely important because these are precision cut to fit the exact vehicle. So you want to make sure that you get that right. This is just the door liner kit. The doors, walls, and ceilings are all sold separately because in some Upfit configurations, it makes sense to use door or wall liners or ceiling liners, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. If, no good example is if you have the ProMaster, like the one behind me, and you have glass on this side sliding door and on the rear sliding door, is these liners cover where the glass is. So if you want to lose that functionality of having the glass in the back and on the side, you know, just take that into account that these cover where that glass is. Now, luckily in ours behind us, we only have glass on the rear door, so we are covered there. We're still gonna use the rear liner. I think I'm gonna cut a hole in them or figure something out to still use that glass back there. But we still want the door liner on the side door, and you can't buy just the side door and you can't buy just the rear doors. You have to buy the whole door liner kit. I just pulled out here the hardware pack. You're gonna look for this little red ribbon that is attached to the hardware pack. We'll go over that here in a minute. Let me take this off the table just so we can easily get these liners out. All right, one more thing before I pull out the rest of these liners is there is also this parts list that's included in the kit. It gives you the part number. There's a QR code up here on the top. You want to scan it with your phone to get the latest installation instructions because they're not included in the box simply because they would just get shredded by all the product in there. So they give you a link, a QR code to download those. So we have a door panel right here. Just looking at our parts list right here, I believe this is the driver's side door because the passenger side has a little cutout for our little door handle in the back. So I believe this is our driver's side rear door. You can see it covers the entire door. It's a high roof door, precision cut for the contour of the door. Whenever you see a bigger hole like this is about what? 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch thick hole. That's gonna be for a plastic pushing clip. When you see a smaller hole like these ones, these are gonna be for your self-threading screws. And these self-threading screw locations are safe places to put a hole in the door so you're not going through the exterior of the van. So let's pull out another liner. All right, now I'm pretty sure this is the passenger side rear door liner. You can see right here, you can kind of see it right here, but on the back, yeah, might be hard to see it too on the camera, but there is scoring right here. That's for the handle that's on that passenger side rear door. It's pre-scored. You can leave this in, like if for whatever reason you remove that handle or whatever, you could leave that in. Otherwise, it's kind of pre-scored for you to easily pop that out, cut that out, and get it out of the way. Again, precision cut for the contours of the door. Got the bigger clips for our push-in clips and the self-threading screws for everywhere else. And finally, we have our side sliding door panel here. Looks like my insulation peeled off a little bit right there, but it just sticks right back up. All right, this is the side sliding door. I believe this is the top part of the door. This is the lower part of the door. And these are like cut out for contour on the door somewhere. But again, we have our bigger holes for the push-in clips. From the factory, the doors come with these black panels on them that are really not good. They don't really provide any protection. They're just there for aesthetics. And so I think we reuse those holes that the black panels use. Then up top, we have self-threading screws, it looks like, for attaching this part of the liner. This is a larger liner, so it is folded in half during shipping. Just a quick benefit of the DuraTherm liner. You can see here, we have our corrugated plastic on the top layer. It's about a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch thick. Then we have a layer of black insulation material than our foil on the back. And so the foil really does amazing things. You think of those emergency foil blankets that they have in the first aid kits and stuff like that, and how warm they can keep you. That really does a lot of the magic. Then we have that black insulation. Then we have the corrugated plastic underneath that. So that just provides a layer of thermal barrier as well as noise. That's one of the plagues of driving a cargo van around, is they're just noisy because it's just open sheet metal back there. So this really helps protect your temperature as well as the thermal control. But really the primary benefit of a liner is this plastic. And what it does is it protects the van. So if you're using your van for work or for whatever, if you throw something in there, a material, a tool shifts around in transit, whatever it may be, and it hits the side of that wall, that's your exterior sheet metal, and it dents really easily. I don't know if you can see it on the van behind me, but there's dents everywhere because we bought this used, and I wish they would have had some liners in there because there's just a bunch of dents. We even have one larger one by that door that the paint is chipped, and so we're gonna have to repair that now. So the primary benefit of the liner is to protect the interior of the van. Secondary benefit would be that thermal and that noise barrier. And then really that third benefit is just the aesthetics. It just looks a lot better back in the van. Now, like I mentioned, this is just the door liners. If you're looking for liners for the ceiling or the walls, those are sold separately. And the reason that we do it like that is because not every configuration needs every single panel. And so we allow you to buy each of those separately. If you do want to buy everything together, we make it easy on upfitsupply.com. Just look for our Legend packages, and there we put the wall, ceiling, and doors all together in one package. You can easily buy that. We're at a floor or some other accessories as well. This is the DuraTherm gray. It's a textured gray layer on top. I do have a sample here of the white, which is also available. It is not textured. It almost has like a translucent kind of a look to it. It's just gonna brighten up the back of that van. Gray is definitely by far the most popular, but white is also an option. We usually don't have it in stock, so it has to be special ordered. So it just takes a few more days for it to get to you. But if you want to do white, that is an option as well. Again, it's a flat finish, still has all the insulation on the back and everything like that. If you just want that brighter color in the back of your van. Now, I did briefly mention the hardware pack that you get. This is everything that you need to install it in the van. And we have these Christmas tree plastic push-in clips that go into these larger holes, like right here and right here. And then we have these self-threading screws that go into these smaller holes that they've got a little tip on there that drills a hole in the sheet metal first, and then it's got threading that sucks itself into that hole. And these are a little bit newer from Legend. Previously, they had a silver self-threading screw and then a little plastic cap that would go over top of it to conceal it and color match to the side of the liner. Now they just have these basically in a color match with the liner, and it's got a bigger head on it and so on. And so no need for that plastic cap, but you still may get a kit that has one. They both work pretty much the same. This just removes one level of complexity from installing those in the van. So if you are looking for these liners or any other equipment to upfit your van so that it's work ready, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. Again, my name is Ryan, and have a good one.